With everything they're spraying in the skies as well, they are terraforming this earth for something else. Here is the CEO talking about it in a recent speech on March 26, and again, he brings up the military.
We are building a constellation of satellites to reflect sunlight onto the dark side of the Earth. Each one of these little satellites is reflecting sunlight to a customer around the world. We want to make it as easy as possible for people. So you can imagine using an app and bringing sunlight over to your exact location, wherever you are, in under 30 seconds at the touch of a button. All we have to do is rotate satellites and reflect the sunlight that's passing by us in space. We saw applications from Indiana and India both complaining about the same thing. Our street lighting infrastructure is not very good. I don't feel safe walking home at night. I want some sunlight. We also heard a lot of people asking for sunlight for emergency response applications. You can imagine being in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, somebody has an emergency, they fall overboard, you have to wait a couple hours for a helicopter to show up and provide some light. Well, we can do the same thing a lot faster. All you have to do is hit a button on either a phone or a satellite connected device, and we can get you sunlight immediately. You can also use it for building things, no matter where you are. You could be at the North Pole, you could be right near a small town. You don't have to bring anything on a truck. You just hit a button and you can get some light from space. And it's not very expensive. It's a couple $1,000s an hour and that's about it. And you can use it for as long as you want. So you can imagine doing this anywhere. And for very large projects, this can be a big game changer. If you have to set up, dozens of lighting towers and drag those out, this could be a lot simpler for you. We also got a lot of people interested in using this for more critical operations. Obviously, you can imagine using this for military operations, and there's a number of applications there as well that I won't get into today.
But here's something interesting. Is this guy and this company the actual creators behind this? Or are they just the face? Are they just the people they put out in the front? Because here's an interesting article from NASA going all the way back to 1982. Illumination from space with orbiting solar reflector spacecraft. Studies performed at the Langley Research Center have identified several potentially beneficial applications of illumination from space that can be accomplished with 2 to 40 1-kilometer solar reflector spacecraft. Nighttime space shuttle operations can be illuminated to 11 lux, or 77 full moons, with a light beam 100 meters in diameter with 2 solar reflectors in 6-hour orbits. A constellation of 16 solar reflectors in geosynchronous Earth orbit can illuminate to 56 full moons, an area approximately 333 kilometers in diameter. This capability could enable the illumination of heavily populated industrialized areas such as the northeastern United States all night long. So back then they were going to go ahead and put craft up in the sky to do something like this, but I guess eventually they found that Mylar mirrors work a lot better. So again, when it comes to something like this, I just think that this man is the face, the front man, and there's higher players involved.